Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a 2013 BMW X6 with a lot of damage on the door. Looking at it initially, it just looks like this big one right here. But what I'll point out is, if you saw our little intro on the whole door, there's a large, I'd probably say 10 to 11 inch crease this long, a secondary 8 to 9 inch crease this long. Same impact made this right here, went right through the body line. I've actually been beating on this for about 10 minutes now, just reducing it. It was a little more severe. There's this, let me grab my tapper to show you. There's this high tension ridge and it's low right here at the handle, which I can't really get in there and push because that would crack paint. Obviously really slow, really careful pushes will bring some of that ridge up. Then there's a high ridge up here, dent up top, lower dent down here. And like I said, these two dents down here have a large brow, small brow, small smiley, large smiley. So we've got a lot of work. I sure do appreciate you guys clicking on this video. And so what I'm gonna start off with is a lot of tapping through here, break these ridges down, break this ridge down a little bit, tap through here. I don't know if we're gonna do speedies or whatever, but I just wanted to give you guys a good visual of this whole day's worth of work that we're doing here. Yeah, we're gonna most likely go on it with some crease tabs and get what we can out of it with the glue. And then obviously BMWs have a factory, let's make sure my board is in the right place. Well, there we go. That's what I meant. A factory hole down here that we can get underneath right here and get to a lot of these two dents. Gosh, I don't know why my board popped off. I probably had it in the wrong spot, and hopefully I didn't make another dent. But if I did, I'll take it out. And so here we go. Let's get the board back on in this spot, and there we are. So I think what I'm going to do now is just get this light on it and maybe get some heat on it. Spend some time breaking these edges down on this top of this brow here. A lot of tapping. Maybe even use the squishy side for a lot of it. And we'll get this whole top edge looking good. Get this little lower dent out. The most tenacious part is going to be right here. And then of course these big guys down here, we got to clean them up and get them looking good. We'll give you a couple of betweens and maybe some speedies throughout, but for the most part we'll come back and show you how this thing ends up looking. Other than that, hey guys, make sure that you hit that sub button if you haven't and you're new to the family. We just love showing what we do, and you know, if anybody can learn from it, that's great. But basically, if you can be entertained and watch how a dent comes out from an actual, you know, professional. It does look like we have a motion sensor that we gotta walk I think every 5 minutes I'm gonna have to walk halfway around the car, which might throw me off one time or twice, but this is just gonna be a lot of tapping, guys. Hopefully the sound is okay because we're trying out a different microphone again, but lots of tapping. Before I even make any pushes, I've already checked my access. I can pretty much get a tool behind it, but I wouldn't want to get in there and start pushing on anything without releasing this tension. So first things first, a lot of tapping, woodpecker on metal time, and okay guys, we're back for a middle one of these taps. It was a little too hard. I've been doing a lot of this. A lot of this taking the brow down, getting it loosened up so I can get behind it and do some pushes and do some pulls. So we've been on it for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and this is definitely a high level of difficulty dent because of the highly metallic paint and the nature of it. It goes through a double convex and a concave body line. There's a concave right here and a convex on top, so it's both tensions of metal have to be recreated. It's kind of a tough one, but it's fun. Sure appreciate you guys sticking with us through this part of it. A lot of the tedious brow work right here. It's moving. More like that. I'm actually letting the half of the tab hang off the edge because I want to pull right up on that edge. Kind of use a slide hammer. Just gonna get right on it. Moved a little and back on it. This time we're going to go with the lifter. It's getting there. Alright guys, we're back. We're down to working on these and a little bit of this handle area right now. I really got this one out, I wouldn't say as far as I can, but as far as I'm going to at this point, because if I go for the very dead center of that, it's going to have a chance to crack some paint. With the amount of stretched metal that we're going with, I just did whatever I could to make it look as good as possible. I'm going to get the rest of this straightened out and then probably come back in and just make some final little tiny pushes. It looks like it came out pretty nice right around here, but it does have a little bit of a low. It was a severely kinked, double bend, concave and convex dent. So we did what we could for that one. We're gonna move on over to some of these other ones, and I'm trying to get some of this weird high brow down because it's right here, and it's basically what's holding this metal all in. And I can see it, you know, basically fold right here. It's a tough one to go flattening out right on the edge of a bend on the top of a brow, but it must be done. And on this one, I'm going with my hard tapper just to dial right into where I need to be. So yeah, this is starting to come out nice. Customer's already seen it and is already super happy with it, but I'm going to get a little bit more of this out and a little bit more of this out. I've got this lower area, which I can pretty much go for. I'm just going to get a little bit warm and move my board or my wedge and guard right here. And what I'll probably end up doing is just grabbing number 1 and sneaking down like this. Same thing that I did for a lot of these pushes. It is kind of a tough access. There's a brace that starts right about here, but for the most part, if I can get down underneath here and get some of that out, which I'm going to be in your way right now, but I got to get to it. So just come on down underneath it. Right angle. Yeah. This is a very high level difficulty job, guys. This whole door, a lot of people would want to take the door off, take the door apart. After seeing the brace work on the inside, I don't know how much that would even help. I mean, obviously taking a door completely off or apart is going to give you more access no matter what and help. But for what we were going for and what we got out of it, I think we're doing pretty good with just the in the garage, no removal and replacement necessary so far. So yeah, it's kind of tough to see. I'm down underneath here getting a lot of this out, but I think what we'll do is just come back and show you the end result when I'm all buttoned up in just a bit. Okay guys, here's what we ended up with. We had a real severe one right here and some strange brows going around this handle. We got, I'd say 90% out of this. The top came out looking real nice. The bottom edge, there's some push marks, and right when I got up to the very, very edge there of making those pushes on that line and right underneath that line, similar to right up around here where I couldn't even make those pushes, I could feel that the tension in the paint was going to shatter. So I didn't want to do that. And then the best result is to have, you know, straight, nice, even, clean finish with no push marks, no cracked paint. We had these down here. I spent as much time as I could on them, got some of these brows out, got the little baby brows out of the bottom of them, and did what we could for this handle area. Honestly, the taking apart the whole door and spending 5 or 6 hours on this handle area would get a better result. But what we had to do and what we were working with and the time allotted, what I did was spent most of my time right here, the rest of my time down through here, and then the rest of my time right here. And by the time I got up to the top of the edge here, I did a couple of glue pulls and found out that this is sitting on a brace. So that's actually a double braced right there. So I think we did good for what we had, and ended up with a much straighter, cleaner door, and at least it's livable. I showed it to the customer and he's super happy with it. So if you guys like what you see, hit us up with a like. We sure appreciate that. And if you would, you know, leave a comment down below. Other than that, I'll just say the thing. Hey, this has been PDR and I'm out. Peace.